What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lugo's World. It's Jonathan here, and it's been a long time. But I know lately I've been slacking on my videos due to school and work and a lot of other things in life getting in the way. But right now, I'm gonna get it back started in the groove. So we're gonna be watching women share their cheating horror stories, which sounds about right. All right, let's see what's going down.
She was following me on Instagram and said that I should meet up with her and her boyfriend.
I was just like, is this a movie?
Come on, guys. We know what she's talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? We know what kind of movie she's talking about. No? It's not the kind of movie? Alright, well. Shit.
Back, I was like, red flag.
I am going to talk about my worst relationship. It was horrible, and I hope that nothing like that ever happens to anyone or to me again.
Today, I'm going to be talking about how I found out that my boyfriend was cheating on me.
That's vague. It was horrible, and we hope that it never happens again. Reminds me of a lot of things.
This is one of the craziest and most unexpected things that's ever happened to me, especially in a relationship.
In the moment, I felt totally shocked. Like, this can't be real.
I was 18 at the time, and I was living in Boston, and my girlfriend at the time was living in New York. She was a little older than me, and she was kind of like the first person that I was really in a relationship with, in a serious relationship. We lived 4 hours apart from each other, so I really only used to see her like twice a month or something like that. So she's...
Jesus Christ, my mans. Listen. I'm no one to judge anybody, right? But a long distance relationship where you see someone twice a month, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, because I know there are relationships out there where they make it happen, they make it work, you know. Statistically speaking, that's like extremely rare, but you know, it happens, right? You see someone twice a month, it's like, how do you know what I'm saying? Right, guys? You know, alright. Yeah. Not to mention, like, you know, girls too, you know, they with the magic tricks, right? You know, I don't know, just does not add up to me. I don't know how it's gonna work out, communication wise, spending time wise, communication wise, if you know what I'm. All right.
I used to work on Saturdays, so basically Friday we would like hang out all day, and Sunday we would hang out all day, and then Saturday I was basically like by myself at her house, and I would just, I don't know, do whatever, like go to the mall, cook, watch TV, watch Netflix, something like that. 9 months into our relationship, I was visiting her for that weekend. This specific Saturday I was alone, and I was cooking for myself, and then I hear this like knock on the door, and I was like, that's weird, like she's home like really early. So I was like, maybe she came home on her lunch or something, but it didn't make any sense to me. I opened up the door, and there was this guy there in like an army uniform. He had like bags and stuff, the whole shebang.
Wow. Wow. Bitches ain't shit. Goddamn, bro. My mans was in the army, serving our country. Salute to you, brother. But that L you took just goes to show you. I don't know. That's wicked. Wow.
I was really worried at first, actually, because I thought like something happened. I'm sitting there thinking like, oh my god, somebody like died, and this guy is here to like give her the news. And he like looked at me and he was like, who are you? And I was like, who are you? I was looking at him, he was looking at me, we were looking at each other. We were basically both lost and confused, and come to find out it's her husband of like 5+ years.
I would never, I hope no one ever experiences with this, because actually, you know what, to think about it, she doesn't even have the worst part. She's been in what, a relationship for like 9 months? This man's been married to her for like 5 years. Lord knows what he's seen out there serving, you know, out in duty, fighting other people. You know what they usually do. They go out there and, you know, it's like a bunch of squeakers online. No, oh, no, or no. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, and to come back after 5 years to your home, to your wife, which I'm pretty sure he made sure she got the money that he earned throughout his deployment, because you do get a certain amount of money being sent to your account. And most of the people I've known that were in deployment, they usually let their family hold the money or handle the money how they need it while they're doing their deployment. So, you know, just go home to that. All right.
She was married and I didn't know about it. We didn't know what to do because he didn't know about me. I didn't know about him, and like we were both kind of like just confused. Usually you find out like someone is cheating on you through like a text message. To be like confronted was so weird. After we had our little confrontation, I got in my car and I drove away. I drove to the mall because I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know where else to go. I didn't know anybody there. I called her and I basically was like, I don't know, some guy showed up at your house and said that he was your husband and that he was looking for you. And she basically was like, oh, like she said, oh, she's like, I'm sorry, like this shouldn't have happened. And I basically cussed.
All right, hold on. We all know for a fact it did not go down this way. So, right, you're not gonna sit there and tell me Mrs. Puff over here was all nice and nonchalant about the whole situation. Because, you know, in reality, when you get played like that, shit be popping off. Especially females. Let me tell you something. Females, fellas, they're about the most aggressive species when it comes to getting played. Like, 9 times out of 10, she probably keyed that woman's car and destroyed her house in under an inch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just ransacked the whole shit, because you're not gonna sit there and tell me she was just like, okay, well, I got played. Nah, bro. Nah, but let's hear what shenanigans she's about to bring upon us.
Her out. I was super upset about the situation. I didn't know what to say. I was basically kind of just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. We broke up after that. It was just like such an awkward like little ending. And honestly, I probably should have known, because on the back of her car, she had like a bumper sticker that said like United States Army. From what I know, I think they got back together and then they ended up getting divorced. I was basically a homewrecker without knowing it.
I was dating a guy who was a little bit older than me, and I remember having such a huge crush on him because he was into all the nerdy stuff that I love. Like, he was into video games and anime, and I was like, oh my god, we have like so much in common.
Oh my god, that's like every guy ever. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, alright.
And like, I'm in love. I think we've been dating for about like 4 to 5 months. I remember though that he had mentioned he was friends with some of his exes. It was like my first relationship. I wanted to be like cool and chill about it. And everything seemed like pretty platonic. So I try to feel like, you know, it's okay that he's friends with his exes.
You know, I'm not gonna say much, but listen. I don't see a problem with, you know, scratch that. Depends on like how close of friends they are. Like, if you're dating someone and they're friends with their exes, if they're constantly around their ex, couple red flags. If they just text their ex here and there, I don't know. Honestly, guys, I would not be in a new relationship and still be talking to my ex. That's just not something you would do, especially if you respect the person you're talking to, because that is someone you have, you know what I'm talking about. You've broken in the walls of the cave. You've traveled through the depths of the, you know what I'm talking about, guys. But just saying, like, that's not, I don't really recommend it. Probably like top 10 in the rule book. Just don't be in a relationship with someone who's close with their exes, because yeah.
You know, they're obviously just friends now, nothing to it. One day he mentioned that he was going on a weekend trip with one of his exes. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, again, I was a little bit nervous about it because I knew that they had like history, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I trust him.
Oh, fuck no. Listen. Oh, fuck no. Listen, yo, there's no way she really sat there and said, I trust him. Oh, hell no, bro. Nah. This can't be real. This says, women share their cheating horror stories. Alright. You know, we're gonna pretend like she just, like, no, you know what I'm saying? It's, what, common sense, guys, yeah. Like, this is like, you're pretty much walking someone down the street and you see that it's not a regular street, it's a highway, and you proceed to walk as the cars are moving. You know, you can't just sit there and expect not to get hit by a car because statistically you're going to get hit by the car. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna make it across and not get hit once. But she was being optimistic, I'll give her that.
They're gonna go on a weekender trip. It'll be fine. He ended up leaving on this trip, and it was like a road trip, so he was gone all weekend.
Oh, fuck
and
no.
And I didn't hear much from him. And he came back, and he was like, hey, I want to hang out. I want to show you pictures from our trip. And I was like, oh, great. Like, you know, I was excited to see him again. We ended up going out to dinner and going back to his place, and he was showing me pictures from the trip, and everything seemed good. Like, it just looked like 2 friends that were on a trip. And he ended up...
Yo, wait, hold on, bro. There's no way, bro. There's no way she's really saying that. Everything seemed good. Like, just 2 friends on a trip, you know? 2 friends on a trip. 2 friends on a trip, you know? Like, no, it's not. You don't... You know... Fuck it.
Like leaving the room to like go grab water or something, I made the mistake of swiping too far in the pictures, and I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me because I swiped into a picture of him and 2 of his exes having a threesome, and I was like,
oh, what? Nah. So he's out here. If my math is correct. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 girls he had. Wow. You know, why is it that, like, in society, like, I don't know why, but I feel like guys are more, like, okay with doing that than girls. Because like, a girl would do that. You call her a thought. But a guy would do that. It's like, some of his guy friends would probably dap him up. I'm not saying I'd be one of those guys. But... I don't condone cheating, guys. Number 1 thing in Lugo's world, we don't condone cheating here, right? Of any kind. You get what I'm saying? No cheating, no cheaters, no math cheaters, no science cheating, none of that shit. You know, we don't cheat in class. Okay, there's that one time I did cheat on my test, but that's not the point. Listen. We don't condone cheating here, all right? You guys, we don't condone cheating. We don't.
My God, it was like clear that they had some sort of like camera set up off to the side, and they were literally getting every picture of like all the action that was going on.
All right, well, this is what we're ending it off, guys. I know. Yeah, that was intense, but that's not the point. Listen, bro, don't cheat. Simple as that. You're gonna sit there. Especially if you're married, like that other chick was on some stuff. Like, you're not gonna sit there, be married for 5 years and cheat on the guy and just be like, oh, like, no, like, you're retarded. Like, what are you doing? You're not gonna marry someone and then just cheat on them because you can't wait for them. If you can't wait for someone, don't marry them. Off rip. Don't sit there and make that bond, because when you're getting married, it's like you're making a bond with somebody. You're gonna make sure you want that to last forever. Don't sit there and destroy that because you want to be selfish. Like, if you can't handle distance, especially with someone leaving off on deployment, don't marry them. Just be upfront about it. Don't just marry them and then, you know, that's fucked up. It's messed up. Really bad. But and don't be stupid either, guys. That's one thing. You see a sign, you know, your exes, your friends being friends with his ex, your girlfriend's friends with his ex, and like you're just like, you know, might be, I trust them. No. Listen. You can trust someone, but if you see a situation where you're putting that person where they can have the opportunity to, and it's mostly not all the time. Like, let's say you let your significant other go out with their friends, that's fine, right? It's whatever, you know, because you can trust them. But if they're going out with people they've messed around with, that's different. That's like, that's history. That's like, you know, that anything can happen. And I would personally never go out with an ex of mine knowing I'm in a relationship. I wouldn't even go out with a girl in general, because girls don't like to see other girls happy. They'll really sit there and try to ruin what you have just because they can. But, yep, that's the video for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.